Kenis here with another Solamors studio update. Today I'm going to talk about tracking rhythm guitars, and I'm going to lay a track down right before your very eyes to show you how I do it. This is going to be part one in a multi-part series on laying the guitars down for this CD. I'll keep you in the loop with different video logs as we go along in the process, and this one is about getting decent sounding initial guitars down at moderate volumes and on a tight budget. So this should be fun for the uber geeky, for guitar players, or anybody that just is trying to get decent guitars down. So here we have the tracks for a currently unnamed instrumental song that I'm working on. What I'm going to do is lay down a track, and then we'll listen back to it, and then I'll walk you through the signal flow of the setup I'm using to record it with. So this first section coming into this is a little melodic line that's harmonized. It goes... And then that goes into a minor pentatonic part with some more loopity sloppity type sounds like that. And some variations on that. Alright, there's our audio right there. Let's solo that out and see what it sounds like. So that's not bad. I'm going to have to go back and do that a bunch more times because all the rhythms on this are going to be either quad tracked or sextuple tracked, but it gives you an idea of how it works. So on to the setup now. As a lot of you may or may not know, I make most of my own gear as far as the electronics. So all the amps and pedals, all the preamps, the DIs, and a lot of the recording gear, that's all stuff that I made. A lot of the stuff that ended up on the Physics of Fire recording, the Aletheian D.I.Y album was all my stuff, and this is not going to be any different. And we'll get to the final setup for laying the final tones down the line a little bit, but right now, since we're still in the recording process, I'm just going to walk you through the initial setup. Maybe it'll help one of you out, because I know everybody has a different way of doing this, and this is kind of the method that's evolved for me over the years. That's the most flexible and that's the most flexible and the most effective in terms of getting stuff done fast, cheap, and at home. So all the guitar tracks I'm doing for this project, they're going to be DI'd into the computer and then reamped later on. What that means is that my guitar is going to run into a splitter, and then while I'm recording here, like you heard in the previous clip, I have just a small amp behind me in the room that I can use to hear what's going on, and then the actual recorded signal is just the clean guitar that goes right into the computer. And I listen back to that through an amp simulator, a series of plugins, and then eventually, when the recording is ready to be finalized, we can reamp the guitars, which is you take each track and send it out of the computer into an amp, put a microphone on the amp, and re-record that back into the computer. And you can keep redoing that process as much as you need to tweak the sounds. So it's nice to have that. Basically, you're taking the performance and separating that from the sound, and you're treating them both differently so that you can maximize both of them. First place out of the guitar, signal goes to this guy. It's just your regular tuner. I obsessively check the tuning while I'm doing all this stuff. That has two outputs. One side is going to be split out to a distortion pedal over here that I made. It's still on the breadboard. but that's going to go out of there and into a solid state chip amp that I built a little while ago. Originally it ran my studio monitors, but I don't need it anymore, so that's powering a 112 speaker cabinet that's sitting right here to my right, so I can hear what's going on in the room, and I can get the response of an actual speaker cabinet, you know, pushing air, so that I can get the feel of some of the parts right. The other side runs right into this, which is a D.I.Y box that I built, transformer coupled. That bumps the impedance down to what it needs to be for the sound card in there, because it's not a high impedance input on the sound card. A D.I.Y box also breaks up the ground loops, so you don't get that nasty hum and buzz going on, because there's some kind of weirdness going on with the electricity in this room. So yeah, pretty much the two channels, it goes from guitar into tuner, tuner into distortion pedal into amp, amp into speaker, and that's what I use to monitor it with. The other side, it just runs from the tuner into the D.I.Y, into the computer, and then out to my mixer or headphones. So that's it for now. Thanks for checking it out. Stay tuned for the rest of the parts of the behind-the-scenes video blogs. Go to solamors.com if you want to see the regular updates. We also have a Facebook page, so you can like us there, and you'll get the regular news in your feed. We also have a Twitter page if you want to go check us out there, as well as a YouTube page where I'm going to be posting all of these videos. In other news, we just started our Kickstarter, so you can go there and contribute to the project if you like, become a backer for it, or you can use it to pre-order the CD. That's where we're going to be doing the pre-orders and the initial merch. So, yeah, check it out, and we'll see you later.